So this weekend I felt like doing some experimenting, and I wanted to play with how augmented reality could be used to enhance a tutorial for repairing devices or any kind of instruction on a physical device or object, really. So I started playing around with Vuforia and Unity, and I built this setup at my workbench where I have a webcam mounted up here with some stuff, just some random stuff for stabilizing it. And it's facing down and it's picking up on the objects and what it's doing. So what I did was I matched some image targets to the physical objects. So you can see when you put it down, it detects it, and it's for the Mega here in particular, you can see it overlays a nice kind of schematic overlay. So you can overlay instructions, you can augment with just different text, and it could help users identify what pieces they need and when and what to do with them. So this is my experiment. So the user might sit down, and it could be applied to a tablet where they just hold it over and it just helps them, and then they put the tablet down. But for this in particular, we're going with my whole setup. So we'll run through the basic idea. A user is going through a tutorial, and for a little extra flash, maybe even a little extra help, you get this augmented reality app to go with it. And it could be on a tablet, it could be on a phone where they just hold it over and it lets them identify things or guides them. Or it could be a desk setup like what I have with my workbench here. So the instructions guide them to open it, open their toolkit, and once they get their toolkit open and set up, the guide kicks in and tells them and lets them know what tools they need for their specific tutorial. And you'll have to ignore the shaking. Still, it would need more development time. But this is more about the concept than it is the implementation. So just the idea that you could have a camera look at your stuff and help you know what you need. And you can just reach out and actually take what you need, and you know just by looking that you have the right tool, you have what the tutorial suggests, just by pulling the right items away. So once you had your tools, maybe it instructs you to go to the next step. So let's put the tools away. And those are awesome tools, by the way. So then maybe you have pieces. Like, I don't know too many tutorials that have you repairing an Arduino, but I just happen to have them around and I like them. They're easy to identify. So in this case, you could use it just as simple identification. You can set down your piece and the software helps you know what it is, what you're using. It could even have identifiers of this is for this step, this is the base for the second step, something like that. And this still has the schematic stuck to it. So just a little extra guide or just a little extra cool factor so you can see and have fun. Have fun with your repair. It's fun to repair stuff anyways, but it's just a little extra fun. And then you can go to the device that you need. Maybe you set the device down and it actually lights up all of your different tasks you need to do. In this case, I just did it where this is kind of just identifying parts. So by color coding and the outline, you can see the mounting screw holes, and maybe I just said relevant capacitors because there's something you need to pull out and get rid of or replace. And then it could just, you could have a whole series of color coding things. You might even be able to have it interactive where it highlights different things you touch just to figure out what is it that you're working with. So someone brand new gets just a whole lot of visual information to learn more about what they're doing, and just it's also just got a cool little wow factor. I think it's neat. So that's as far as I was able to take it in the time I was able to spend this weekend. But it's just to demonstrate the concept of exploring more ways to learn and teach people and give people more fun ways to do things. And that's pretty much it. that's what I have, what I was able to do, and I just wanted to share that.